The Wrestling Mayhem Show. Since 2006, the pioneer in pro wrestling podcasting.
This show is brought to you by IndyWrestling.us and IndyWrestling.network for your independent wrestling entertainment. Slice on Broadway, supporting Pittsburgh podcasting with the perfect pepperoni pizza.
Just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Do what you have to do, make it last. Wait for the perfect time, then attack.
Hey Liberty, I always knew it would end up coming down to you and I. I'm just surprised it took this long for it to happen. The last time you and I interacted with each other was when I was beating Tati's ass and you decided to get involved in it. You need to learn that your actions have consequences. Over at 880, you're killing it. Beating everyone within 5 minutes, winning the TNF championship. You accomplished a lot, but unfortunately, I don't give a f*** your accomplishments. The only reason why you have gotten this far is because you have never faced anyone like me before. Brianna Bandz is the most evil, conniving bitch you will ever meet in your fucking life. And I promise you, you have never faced anyone like me before. I'm going to make you regret
ever putting your hands on me.
Rent is due, bitch. And at 880 Harvest Moon, your neck will be under my foot and I will not allow you to breathe until I feel like it.
It is the Wrestling Mayhem Show 976, Tuesdays or Tuesday adjacent days that we have been talking professionalized wrestling. I'm Mike Sorg at Sorgatron in the Sorgatron Media Studios in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and we are recording on a Friday afternoon. We are on not the eve, it's the day of. We are on the day of MV Young's what was it? Harvest Moon is the show this evening, right? Something special. Again, we are not live here Tuesday. Maybe you're catching us a little bit later. If that's the case, the Harvest Moon has already happened and it's available for you guys over on the IndyWrestling.us YouTube channel and everything like that. But in the meantime, if you're here today, it's happening tonight only for ringside members and the subscribers on IndyWrestling.network. And to celebrate that, since we have a friend in town, we have the wonderful, a long time, you've been on the list for a while, and we finally this almost happened about a month ago. Then I got called away to South Carolina, but Brianna Bandz is finally on the show.
What's up?
And I understand you listen from time to time too.
Huh?
I understand you listen from time to time too.
Of course.
So,
of course.
How are you doing today? We'll talk a little bit more about your match, but you're getting set up as we saw on the video earlier. You're up against Liberty this evening.
Yeah. I mean, I like to talk about myself.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, with her.
Yes.
Today's been great. I had a lot of fun today. Made sure that I looked absolutely stunning. Did my hair, my makeup. I ate well. You know.
You're in show prep mode right now?
Of
You're in match prep mode right now.
Yeah. And after this, I'm gonna go stretch out a little bit, exercise, and then get down to work.
Right now, we just have you on the comfy couch. Also with us is Bradley. Oh.
I don't know why he's here.
Yeah, so wait, why you're not happy to be here? What's happening right now?
Why do I have to be here with her?
I mean, you know,
dude, like, please.
It is kind of like the Jerry Springer thing where we have to like have you guys. We're
Stop touching me.
We're trying to resolve whatever issues there are between the two of you. We'll get into that in a little bit here. All right. So in the meantime, this is a Wrestling Mayhem Show. I do want to touch base. You know, I know a lot of people are going to be catching this on Tuesday when we usually drop the show and everything. So, but in the meantime, I did want to touch base on anything little news that's coming up here. One thing I did find. What's happening?
I had something on the bottom of my shoe.
I was like, what Bradley
was trying to fix.
Bradley's just trying to help out.
Said something.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to say anything about it. I was trying to actually be nice because you're my best friend's girlfriend.
Oh,
For once. For once.
But anyways, there was some news that I was kind of excited about. Now, I am a Highlander series fan, like the old Christopher Lambert. stuff, right? So I was excited to see that Drew McIntyre has been cast in Highlander.
Has he been on TV recently? I think it's.
Well, he was just at WrestlePalooza in the main event. So, and I fell asleep, and I don't know how that ended for him. So he was in The Killer's Game, which was a fun movie with Batista. That was just like a fun kind of shooter up gangster kind of movie or something, right? So that was fun. Oh no, it's the one where he thinks he has like brain cancer and puts a contract out on his own life, Batista. And then all the killers from around the world are coming after him, and like Drew is one of them.
This is a movie.
It's called A Killer's Game, and it's a lot of fun.
Wow.
You know, it's not like amazing. It's not like Avengers Endgame style or anything like that level of awesome, but it's like a fun action kind of movie. It came out like maybe a year ago.
I never knew that Drew was like doing movies now,
Mhm.
honestly. But I'm pretty sure that they're pretty good because his promos are great. He shows a lot of emotion, so I can definitely see him acting.
I mean, that's really a thing. Like, I've been listening to a little bit of the James Gunn like Peacemaker podcast that they're doing around the show. And because I think James Gunn's like really fun to listen to about movie making, right? And he's talking about how, no, I'm confounding him because he was talking about John Cena and him, but somebody else, the director, I think of Naked Gun, was talking about Cody Rhodes. I'm mixing them both together because everybody says the same thing. Because Cody Rhodes had a spot in Naked Gun. He was in the trailer as a bartender or something, right? Mm-hmm. And they're just like, oh yeah, I didn't know about bringing a wrestler, and he went and saw like one of his promos, and it's one of those like 10-minute promos, and it's Cody going off in front of like 15,000 people, and he's just like, yeah, this is better than any acting.
If you could do it there, you could do it anywhere.
Absolutely. Like you're memorizing / improving / reacting to a live audience is theater plus, and there may be a body slam at the end, right? So
exactly.
And how many people cut a 10-minute promo after a match? On WWE TV at least, right? Yeah. I've seen it on the indies too. So usually it's J-Rock.
After matches, I'm gasping for air.
Mhm.
So I'm like, you cannot get me to cut a promo after a match.
I would say you could imagine like at some point when you're in like a deep storyline and they're just like, okay, you're going to have this match and then you're going to call out so-and-so and stuff like that.
Well, I can do it, but I would probably be like, I need to like say as less things as possible.
Yeah. You need a minute. You need a minute to get through it. You got a minute.
I'm going to take him next week.
Yeah, I'm not
Hold on a
going to
second.
do that.
Oh, God.
That's when you got to get that cardio up, right?
Yeah, that is true. That's very true.
the cut the promo after the full wrestling match cardio situation. So I don't know. What do you think? Are you guys fans of Highlander? Are you excited to see him in there?
I have not seen that before. But I'm pretty sure, being that he's in it and he's a wrestling name, I'm probably going to want to see it now, just for him.
Hopefully, it's a decent sized thing. He's probably just going to be one of the other immortals that gets his head cut off.
It starts that way, right?
Yeah,
it starts with a little bit of something, and then they try
a little bit of head cutting. Oh, he's actually so he's going to star opposite Henry Cavill as I didn't know Henry Cavill was going to play the main character, but he's going to play McLeod's brother, Angus McLeod. So, okay, he's got a pretty decent role in this. Russell Crowe, Karen Gillian, and Dave Bautista are also going to be part of this as well. I think Batista's bringing him in the movies with him, perhaps. That's what it kind of feels like. But no, that makes sense. Like if somebody you trust to work with, and it's somebody that's been around definitely during the Batista era, right? Like that's when Drew was. What was he? The chosen one, right?
That's right. Yeah. I was gonna question whether those two were at the same time, but I think you're right.
They've crossed paths, and when you need a big guy in a movie,
sure.
Because have you ever seen anything with Kevin Nash? He was just in I'm catching up on Detroiters on Netflix, and he pops up in a really interesting role, and then just like they tower over actors because actors typically aren't that tall, right?
I just need for Jade Cargill to play Storm in the movie. I just need that to happen. That's the one wrestler who I'm like seriously rooting for to be like in some type of movie role. I just need Jade as Storm.
She really lives it. She's done the cosplay, I think, a couple times at this point for matches, right? I mean, like that's I obviously patterns a lot of her stuff off of it. Yeah. So
like who else besides her should play that role? That's the only one I'm rooting for, but everyone else I'll support it still. But Jade needs to.
Well, just like longest time we wanted. I think Tom Hardy does a fantastic job, but we always thought that Brock Lesnar should have been the Venom because Eddie Brock, as we remember him from the comic books, like that's Brock Lesnar. You know, hell, it's even in the name, Eddie Brock, right?
Oh my
Well, like they used to do with the Hulk in the 70s, that, you know, Lou Ferrigno was Hulk, and then Bill Bixby was the regular Bruce Banner.
Right.
So.
I mean, but even like, you know, Eddie Brock was a very like what was it? Topher Grace ended up being it. It was like, really, guys,
the guy from the nerdy kid from the 70s show.
Yeah.
That's who you think of as
that's who I think should be
seriously
Venom.
Wow.
Like, I wonder why that movie didn't work between that and the dancing. But other than that, we did have AEW here in Pittsburgh, and one big surprise that happened off show. I think you probably saw this on social media. Austin Carnes, you know, he's a Point Park student.
Oh yeah,
that has been working with us at AEW Wrestling. He did video for a little bit, and now he's been doing commentary. I came in late. We were doing a show here in the studio, so I couldn't get in. I got in like 5 minutes before like the actual Dynamite, so I missed all the dark matches. I missed Katie Arquette and Zoe Sky in the dark matches. But I guess I'll be on Ring of Honor. But apparently, and I actually talked to Austin last night. We're going to try to book him here for when we come back live here in our week. But he's a Point Park student, so he's in broadcast and everything. He has his own podcast he's been doing, so he's very ingrained in this, and just like kept trying to go through Point Park and everything. He'll have him tell a story, but it ends up, and this was apparently a pure surprise to him, gets asked to go out, and he got to sit at the desk and call a hook squash match before the show. He got like introduced and everything by Justin Roberts.
Wow.
Is this the? I could be way off. Is it the wrestler that had the baseball gimmick?
No. Austin's like the one that's been doing announcing for ring announcing for 880 for a while. So for the last couple months.
No,
so,
that's awesome. That's
young
amazing.
kid. He's been killing it there. And actually, there's want to see what we're talking about here. Here he is at ringside.
I seen that picture.
Yes. So he got to meet Tony Khan and Daniel Bryan and everything like that. So talking to him last night, he's over the moon for this thing. Toddy started calling him 880's most elite Austin. On commentary, so like a really cool story there. Like they gave him like the Make-A-Wish treatment or something. The night.
That's so funny. But congratulations to him, though. Like that's huge. And then he posted a picture with Tony Khan and Bryan Danielson. Like that's freaking awesome.
So we'll definitely have a chat with him about that, because I want to get the whole story on how all that went down and everything.
I want to hear it.
So like that's incredible. But like this kid, and you're like, well, he's been doing stuff with wrestling since like I don't know what, June at this point. Is now late September.
What?
Yeah. No, seriously. Like I think he did some spots within our company, but he started showing up and working with us like pretty much June, if not May. And moved strictly to commentary, and he had this opportunity. There he is with Daniel Bryan on there. So like he hustled.
Damn.
I mean, he's got Point Park behind him as a broadcast student, so he's got a little bit of an advantage there, of course. But like he said he worked his ass off the last several months trying to get a hold of them to do stuff. So like very, very cool.
That's great.
So congrats to Austin for that. So real quick, before we get too much into it, I want to give a shout out to our friends at patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show that are supporting this show, keeping the show rolling. And letting us decide to do this. Make sure we're getting one here on a Friday afternoon before we go on a little bit of a road trip for some productions here, right? So thank you to our friends at the fan of the show level, Bo Diggity! Woo!
You are so loud in my ear. Like,
as well as Team Hammerfist.
I knew she didn't know about that. That's why I just waited and didn't.
I'm like, what is he doing?
And then all of a sudden, now every time they say his name, that's what we do.
That's what we do. That's
whose name?
Bo Diggity.
Woo! Stop! That is so annoying.
Oh, we've been doing it for like a decade.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't.
Team Hammer Fist down in Florida. Tupac family, Bubba Brewer of the Triple B podcast and APWF, and Jason French. At the Poppy Club level, Dave Pop Bonner, Wrestling Trenchcoat, Tony Kincaid, and T-Pop, True Prince of Pro. At the Pizza Club level, The Riz and Justin Cleaver. And at the manager level, Bradley.
Ew.
Don't ew me.
Ugh.
I'm the manager
Of who?
of the Wrestling Mayhem Show.
Oh,
So
fair.
when you go carrying out over something, you say you want to talk to the manager.
I'm not carrying out. I am not carrying out. Please,
You're doing it right now.
whatever. No,
What would you Karen out about?
me.
Yes, hypothetically.
I hate being delayed for like a bus
Mhm.
or like any public transportation. I hate that so much because I already hate traveling in general. That's what I'll turn out over.
You run into that a lot, don't you?
Yeah, like last time I was here, I took the Greyhound bus going back home, and basically, I booked a 1:35 a.m. bus, so then that way I could travel overnight, sleep, and get home by 9 or whatever. And the bus basically got canceled or something, and it was a 6-hour delay. So I did not leave that station until like 6 or 7 a.m. I didn't get home until like 4 p.m. The whole day was wasted. And I was
Woof.
just sitting on that bus the whole day.
Oof. And in the bus station before then?
Huh?
Did you have to like hang out at the bus station?
Yeah.
Oh.
I did. And like I feel like that's the reason why now, because I never got on an airplane before.
Mm-hmm.
And now I want to start trying out an airplane because the flight from here
It's nothing.
It's an hour.
Yeah.
So an hour versus 6 hours?
Yeah.
Like, come on now.
And you can probably find a pretty cheap one too, because it's
Oh
like,
yeah, I've been looking at the prices.
there's like these commuter flights and stuff, right? Like I
Yeah.
was looking to, like we went to like Baltimore to get down to a Maryland event, and it was just like, oh god, this is nothing. Chicago,
Yeah.
Detroit, like we've had to do connectors for that for events.
So you
It's time.
would carrying out over delayed bus rides. Now you can carrying out over delayed flights.
Hopefully that doesn't happen.
It will happen eventually.
I know.
It will happen
I'm just
eventually.
dreading it, but
Yeah.
whatever. At least
There
once-
are entire shows about people freaking out over airline delays and missing luggage. and
Really?
stuff like that. And
Yeah.
doesn't A&E have shows about that?
I don't know about that. I'm
Yeah, I
curious
thought they
now.
did.
I've been doing my research lately.
Okay.
Like the whole like missing luggage. I will not be putting my luggage on no machine. I want my luggage to be like, the carry-on.
Yeah,
How you can put it like above you.
Yeah.
I don't want anyone else having my luggage. Because
Well,
what if I have a show that day?
That
and I
makes
can leave it here?
though you always if you can most of your stuff is going to go into a bag, right? Or one or two. So like that's good carry on for you. No, absolutely. Anything important, medications. I always bring batteries with me, at least one extra camera with me for stuff like locally as much as I can. Unless it's big enough a thing where it's like, no, everything needs to be stowed. I'm
Yeah.
going to be screwed if one of these things goes away.
Yeah.
But I've never, knock on wood, I don't know when I'm flying again. But it is a drive event next week, thankfully. But I've never had major luggage issues over the 10 years I've been doing this.
Mhm.
And you've seen my wheel cart, like
Yeah, you have a
giant
lot of
cases.
stuff.
Yeah, I had like 5 of those when we went to Seattle for Defy. I talked about it last week on the show in Awesome Cast. But and I'm just like, if any one of these, and TSA opened up every single one of those going out.
I bet.
So
I bet.
none of them coming back, by the way. So Pittsburgh was really suspicious of me. But yeah. So it's Pittsburgh seems to be where I find like weird stuff. Like they like, oh, this is like they'll find stuff in my bag. I'm just like, okay, nobody else cared, kind of thing. So
Yeah.
yeah. But I mean, it's another thing. But I think you're gonna find like it's gonna be much better than the Greyhound. So kind of thing.
I hope so.
You're like you're smaller. You can curl up there. Greyhound is hell for me at 6'4".
Really?
Yeah.
I've been pretty okay. I've been pretty lucky and fortunate with it lately.
Mhm.
But the times that it delays you, imagine waiting 6 hours for a delay. And I used to sit on a bus for 6 hours as well. That's like a whole 12 hours of just being a place that's not home or even work. Like it's horrible. I hate it. At least if I was to have like a 6-hour delay on a plane, at least the flight will probably be like a hour. You know?
Yeah.
I won't have to travel that long.
Yeah.
At least,
And you're up in the New York area. You got a pretty good hub there. You have options. Right?
yeah, we do.
Hey, real quick, I just saw in the Facebook chat. There's a Shannon from Hawaii says aloha, and came by to support your friend, their friend Brianna.
Hi. Wait, my
Hello.
friend?
I said, yeah. On the
So we had to go off the continent to find a friend of yours.
Shut up. Like he just says stuff. Like when people just say stuff. Like, shut up. Like, anyways. Thank you, Shannon. I really appreciate you for tuning in.
There you go. Anyways, you do have a big show tonight, and we'll touch base on that. We do have. I was sent a video that I was asked to play, Brianna. So, and it looks like it's from your opponent from this evening.
Bandz. You thought I was gonna let you come here and do what you want? You thought I was gonna let you come here and run your mouth on me? Huh? You thought you was gonna use my name in Pittsburgh to get up on me? Miss Bandz. Itty bitty. Reminder, I'm undefeated. I break bitches like you for breakfast. Remember that. When you come here tomorrow, you're not facing the sweet, innocent little Liberty L. You're facing the villainess. The one and only. Remember that.
Some strong words from Liberty there.
If I'm being very honest, I'm really not worried about this match at all. No matter how much people she's beaten within minutes, how many undefeated matches she's been in, how many titles she's held, I really don't care. One thing that I can say, and I'm pretty sure everyone else can agree with me, I'm a very small person, and every match that I'm in, my opponent is somewhat bigger than me.
So this is nothing new for you.
This is nothing new. Like, literally, out of all the matches that I've been, I only faced one person who was smaller than me.
Really?
Ever. One person. Like, I literally beat men's ass. Like, I beat my coach in a match before. I beat plenty of people twice her size. Like, it's not a problem at all. She may beat all those other people within 5 minutes and make them tap out, but it's a whole nother ballgame with me. And the times that I do lose, I bet you that my opponent went through hell to get that win. So she may think it's going to be easy, but I promise you it's not. It's really not.
She is on a pretty good hot streak here, so there's a lot of momentum going in this, but you've been doing a lot of stuff as well.
Exactly.
So
I've talked to her about you.
Who doesn't talk about me?
Because I'm just somebody to just really... I've seen you barely lose matches. I've seen you mostly win matches. I've seen you just barely... I just want someone to just shut you up is what I want.
There's a lot of people who want that, honestly. But it's not going to happen. You can beat my ass. I'm still going to talk. Like, it's not going to happen at all. She's not going to win, though. I'm sorry.
At least
Are you going to come to my title celebration tonight?
No, I'm not going to go to your title celebration tonight.
Is the celebration...
There's not going to be a title celebration.
Is the celebration going to be down at Ruggers?
Yeah, we're going to do it at Ruggers.
Okay.
I was going to invite him anyways, but I just wanted to at least get his reaction from it. He disappointed me. But yeah, that's my opinion on her. Like, I'm really not worried about it. It's just another match to me.
There was your strategy against such a larger, definitely recently dominant opponent like that.
This is live, right?
Yes.
She's watching. I'm pretty sure she's watching. I'm not going to say my strategy heading into the match, but just know that I'm very, very good when it comes down to finding someone's weak spots. Very good at it.
Oh man, she is good at that.
Exactly. Exactly.
Speaking of which, you've been at this for a while. You're just a couple years in the business, right?
Yeah,
so,
2 years.
And you've been a regular staple here at in Pittsburgh at 880 Wrestling, even back to the New Ken days over the last year or so. So why do we see you so much in Pittsburgh?
Well, one, my boyfriend lives here.
That's helpful. Okay.
I'm not going to lie. That's the first reason.
Someone
but also,
here kisses me. That's why I come here.
Well, yeah. And then also, to be fair, like, a lot of the people who are at 880, like, I'm really happy to see them. Like, they're like my second family. So yeah, like, over where I'm at in New York with T2T Brooklyn, like, that's my number one family. But there's also others, like, wrestling schools and places out there where, like, I know people as well. And this is one of those places. So I'm like, oh, let me go see my 880 people. So whenever I come here, I see my Matriarchy people, Amanda, Zeke, Paris.
I see Amanda's been over in the chat room over on the Instagram this afternoon.
Yes.
So
I'm really happy to see her today.
Excellent. Yeah, you've been. I was just watching back some stuff from one of the Penn Brewery shows in the last few months. And are you kind of like the unofficial, like, fourth member of the Matriarchy there? Because you've done a couple of things with them at this point.
Yeah. So Matriarchy and I, we see each other. We understand each other a little bit, So I hang out with them all the time, and I'm like, listen, I may not be here in Pittsburgh all the time because I live somewhere else. If I did live here, I will be with them all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't live here. So I just let them know, listen, you have an ally with you
Mhm.
guys.
Mhm.
If you guys ever need me, especially because I'm always here for the bigger shows when they probably will need me the most, I'm here. So that's why whenever you do see them come out, there's a good chance that I'll be out there with them just to make
Mhm.
sure that everything runs very smoothly. Especially because I've been seeing some things lately with some Amanda and Sammy has been, oh no, they've been a
Yeah,
little,
there was an interesting incident last night on Thursday Night Fights where Sammy caught Amanda and she posted a interesting response
yeah.
to music. Let's do that.
It's been very interesting. I'm not gonna lie. And you know what? I'm a girl too, so I understand. Like, sometimes you may end up falling in love with the enemy, catch some feelings. But business is business. So we gotta make sure that we keep business going. So I'm gonna make sure that tonight Matriarchy gets that win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Right.
Zeke seemed a little not too pleased about
I
this
know.
situation. There's a little clip here from over on Amanda's thing. I'm not going to play the music, so it'll probably take us down. But that gives you kind of an idea there, and it's just like one of those like caught with your hand in the cookie jar a little bit. So I don't know. Is Zeke the I feel like Zeke is a little bit of the father figure in this group, maybe.
He keeps a lot of us sane.
Okay. like it's like Zeke is the no business, all business. Let's say,
Yes.
no BS. Don't get distracted kind of person, right?
He is.
Mm-hmm.
They really are.
The grizzled young vet, if you will.
Zeke definitely is. And then you have Amanda. She's so amazing. She's such a sweetheart. Paris is, oh my God, Paris is like my sister. We got off on the wrong foot at first when I first started coming to 880, but we had our match. We spoke everything. Ew, bug. We started, you see that thing like flying over here? So disrespectful.
We'll catch it on the replay.
Yeah. But Paris and we got off on the wrong foot, but now we're all good. Now we all see eye to eye. So, that's all that matters. We're just going to make sure that we keep dominating.
Going back to like kind of your history with here in 880, you're from, I'm not mistaken, you're from the T2T Brooklyn school originally, right? So, and of course, Pittsburgh is kind of an offshoot of that, where the Nebby Young started down here and brought a lot of the philosophies down. And I believe, if I recall, you did have a few matches with us, and I believe they were like tag teams or something like that. And then you actually had your first singles match here in the Pittsburgh area, right? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
So I was just coming down here just for like, the reps and stuff like that. And like when I first started coming here, I was working matches for maybe like, because you start training a certain day, but then there's a certain day when you're like actually officially working matches. I think my first match was in like August of that year, and that match happened in December. So maybe like a good like 5 months.
So this is like December of what, 22?
23.
23? Okay.
Yeah. So they were making up the match card or whatever, and like I just ended up on a kickoff show with Sazzy and a singles match, and it was just like, okay, this is my first singles match, and like part of me was like really nervous because it's like I think I need to like talk to my coach right now. Like I don't know what I'm doing really.
Sazzy's a big deal. Like,
Sazzy's a big deal,
if you don't know Sazzy Boat, right? Like why is she such a important figure here?
I mean, she's done a lot. Like she's been doing this for a while now. It's been a few years, and she's just been at a lot of places, and she's been killing it. Like she's always been one of those people where I really like. I look up to her in a way. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I look up to her in a way a little bit because like she was at my school before me, so she's one of those people where like I watched her, whatever, and got to have my first match with her. So I learned some stuff from her in that match too.
We were talking about a little bit of you when we first saw you. Like I always, I always love when I see somebody for the first person, and kind of like, I always say this about Britt Baker. First time I saw Britt Baker go through a curtain on my camera for like very very first match, I'm just like, yeah, she's got it. Like there's something going on there. You just look, you're like, yeah. At the time, it was like, okay, no, she can be a diva, right?
Yeah.
So we saw you come out for the first time.
Hated her.
Okay. Bradley had
The first time I
opinions.
saw her, I hated her.
He's just a hater.
Didn't know who
Like-
she was. Just saw this person. Like,
Well,
hate him already.
you got a reaction, so
Hated
that
already.
counts, right? So
Yeah. Wait, which time are you talking? Like, so there were
It was probably a Thursday night fights, Friday night. I don't know where it was, but you came out. You had a great vibe. You just took pictures with Sasha Banks. I'm just like very Sasha kind of like vibes, right? I'm
That's
like, I
my
see where you're
mother.
coming from.
Yes.
But you also had this money gun situation.
yes.
So we talk about the money gun.
The money gun is very, very like infamous when it comes down to me. Like everyone, that's like one of the first things that they mention if they like been following me since the beginning. So, are you familiar with Katie Forbes, Rob Van Dam's girlfriend or wife now?
A little bit, yeah. I think isn't she the reason that they got like taken off? TNA got taken off Twitch for a little bit.
Oh shit! Well,
like,
if so,
I think there
yikes.
was a little accidental exposure on a live feed
Honestly,
or something.
I am not surprised.
Yeah.
But yeah, so when she was wrestling for TNA, she was so funny. Like she was just twerking during her matches. Like even while she's getting her ass whooped, like she was just twerking. Like it was really funny. And then like during her entrance, she was twerking and she had these 2 money guns. She's like shooting them out in the air. And then like she just stopped wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
So then I'm like, okay, well, someone has to use the money guns. So I'm going to bring it in now. So I brought it in and it was successful for like the first few matches or whatever. And I had the match with Sazzy.
Mm-hmm.
And
oh wait, we have a little bit of footage here of how that went actually.
Right.
So you introduced it in the middle of the match here.
Yeah.
There's a whole loading process that needs to happen.
Yes. Because all the money fell out.
George says no money guns. George says I want the money. Give me the money.
Hey.
Obviously, George is looking for a payday as usual.
Picking some up over there.
You're loading it up. You see him stuffing his pockets over there.
It's not coming out.
And it just is not happening at all. At all. You just whack her with the gun. Money's flying everywhere. You know what? It worked.
Oh my God. Listen.
It's the Unholy Holiday show.
That was Unholy Holiday. Let me tell you something. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get my money gun and I'm going to shoot her with it and like just embarrass her in the ring, right? So I made the entrance and I used the money gun during the entrance. And like, I think for like the first 3 seconds I was shooting it out, it was like $1, another dollar, maybe another $1. Then it started to just spray out. So I'm like, okay, this thing is already giving me problems already. So then like I'm trying to like reload it and then spray it at her and it's like not coming out. And like now I'm like hitting it and I hear this guy in the audience and he's like, the money gun's saying no. I instantly get so embarrassed. Like I don't like to be embarrassed. Do I look like I like to be embarrassed? I don't like to be embarrassed. I was so embarrassed. So I just started whacking her with it. Because how dare you embarrass me by my money gun not working as I'm trying to hit you with it?
Her fault you got a bad money gun.
Yes, it was her fault. So she had to get hit. She had to get whacked a few times.
You're just trying to embarrass her a little bit.
Yeah, and I got embarrassed in the process.
Instead, you just whacked her with the gun.
I was pissed. Oh my God. After that, I said, I'm not using this shit anymore. Like, I'm retiring this. Like, I'm not.
That was an early retirement, though. So,
it was.
Yeah.
It had like 3 shows it was on.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Yeah,
that seems about right. Yeah.
It had a fun run, but once you start causing me problems like that, no.
But it had the first impression, right? So at least you're like, oh, that's the one with the money gun. Even if you never use it again, you're probably still getting referenced as like, oh yeah, that's the one with the money gun, right?
Yeah.
So awesome. So you were talking about how did you get into wrestling? Get into the training and everything like that.
Okay, so I'm gonna head back into time. 2014.
We got to do the Wayne's World.
So when I was younger, I still like reality TV, but back then I was like more heavy into it. So there was this show that came on called Bad Girls Club, and honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I had no business watching this show at all at my young age.
Okay,
but I was watching.
You were influenced, if you will.
I was. So Bad Girls Club is like a reality show where they get 7 girls, fly them all out from different places, and have them all live in this one mansion for about 2-3 months. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, you know, drama's gonna happen, fights are gonna happen. I like a little bit of fights sometimes, you know, I like some drama.
I couldn't tell.
Yeah, like, so I was watching it or whatever, and there was this one fight that happened at the end of season 10. It was Rocky and Alicia. And I was like, oh, I want to watch this fight because it was so fun to watch. And like when I searched it up, it didn't come up for some reason, but Naomi versus Alicia Fox popped up on YouTube, and it was like the little thumbnail.
Same thing.
Yeah. So yeah. So in the thumbnail, it was Naomi drop kicking Alicia. And I'm like, what the hell is this video?
Mm-hmm.
So I click it and I'm like, oh, this is like wrestling. So like I'm watching it. Oh my God. Like Naomi instantly just got my attention. And like Alicia Fox too. I love Alicia Fox, but it was just so amazing like how they were like doing all of these moves and they just looked so like awesome, like their entrances. And like then that was during the time, it was like this old feud that happened where The Miz and Jimmy Uso were having like a rivalry. And like Jimmy was like, stay the hell away from my wife. And like The Miz just kept on trying to like involve himself with Naomi. And I'm like, oh, it's storylines that happen with this too. So like now I'm watching that one, I'm watching the next one and the next one and the next one, next one. I just keep on clicking to the next video.
So you just went like a YouTube rabbit hole on this
Yes.
thing and got indoctrinated.
I got so interested. I'm like, I never thought I would like wrestling because I hated wrestling while growing up.
So you started with the reality shows and you continued into pro. She's fully trained. She's had the reality stuff. She had pro wrestling. She is fully trained to do what she's doing.
Yeah, I am. So yeah, like and this was around the time that AJ Lee and Paige were having their feud. Paige just came to the main roster and beat AJ for the Divas Championship. So the part that was mostly shocking to me is like not only is this wrestling, but there's girls that wrestle here. I never knew that there were girls who wrestle. So growing up, I always knew that I wanted to like do something in front of an audience. And like I really wanted to be an actor, like on Nickelodeon or something. But like I was like, I feel like I should do something that's like
But you want to hit somebody too.
No, it wasn't necessarily like hitting someone, but it was more so like, you know, like Shark Boy and Lava Girl, like how Lava Girl just looks so cool and she's like shooting fire and just doing all this cool stuff.
Pulling back for wrestling fans out there that may not know, not that Shark Boy.
Oh, it's another Shark Boy?
Oh, you don't know Shark Boy? There's
a wrestler named
there's
Shark
a wrestler
Boy.
named
Oh,
Shark
it
Boy.
is? Oh,
yeah,
I
he
don't
actually
know.
sued them over the name in that movie because he had the trademark on it.
Really?
Yeah, and I think
Oh.
he won. So yeah.
Well, whoever that is. Anyways, so I was
Now
watching.
we need to book you versus Shark Boy. Okay, let's put that out there.
Does he still
I don't
wrestle?
think he does like spots and stuff. He popped up on TNA maybe recently.
Yeah.
No, they had him for Shark Week on AEW.
Oh,
Recently,
okay.
right? So I don't know if he does matches, but he's around doing something, and I think he
Oh.
lives in Ohio, so this isn't too far out of the realm here, right? So
Shark Boy, I am so sorry. I did not mean it. Okay. Is he taller than me?
maybe a little bit, not
Okay.
much, you know. That I
Yeah,
recall.
it depends
It's been
on
a while. It's been a while since I've seen him in person, honestly. So
That is
Yeah.
funny. But yeah, like I just knew I always wanted to do something crazy like that. And wrestling just had all those check marks like filled out of everything that I wanted to do. So my obsession just like stayed for years. And I remember one day my uncle, he graduated to become a firefighter. And like everyone's at Thanksgiving and we're like celebrating him. And then the conversation comes to me and they're like, hey, what do you want to do when you grow up? And I'm like, I want to wrestle.
and you're what age at this point?
I was like 15,
Okay.
16.
Okay.
My whole family laughed at me in my face
No.
when I said I wanted to be a wrestler.
Oh my gosh.
They all laughed at me in my face. I felt like shit. Oh my God. Like, and honestly, like I was just so devastated.
Mhm.
And I remember one day,
This is how villains start. You know that.
that is, right? That's probably why I'm such a bitch now.
This is your villain origin story.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
So then like me and my mom were like driving home that day and like her and I began to like this argument and I'm like, I feel like none of you guys support me in my journey of wanting to be a wrestler. And she's like, we do support you, but all this bullshit. I love you, Mom, but it was bullshit. It really was. So eventually
I'm imagining like everyone around the turkey and then her by herself walking away into shadows. All you see is these angry eyes. Like
I was doing
"Oh,
that.
show them.
I was doing that. Fast forward, like I turned 22 or 21 and I just still had that itch that I need to at least try it, you know? So I ended up fighting T2T Brooklyn and then I went there to train for a day and Tracy Williams was there. and he was my coach, and like we were doing the drills. This is my first day, and I'm literally doing everything right. I was like flying off of shit, just doing everything. You would not think it was my first day the way I was doing stuff on my first day. Like it was people like, have you done this before? Like, are you sure this is your first day? And I'm like, no, this is my first day. I was just naturally so good.
I love that. We had a video, we had a bump day for our video crews, and one of the video guys, Rob, like was taking bumps, and he did it almost perfectly the first time.
Really?
And then he was like running ropes, and like he kind of know, like, I feel like some people are mimics that you watch it enough and you can figure it out and can execute, right?
That's literally, I feel like that's how it is with me. So like I just was so obsessed with it, and like I feel like my first day, how well I did, that made me stay.
You're very muscular to begin with.
Yeah.
Did you do athletics through school at all?
No.
You just worked out?
No. I'm just naturally this way. I know it's a blessing, right?
Popped out and just had.
I'm just me.
You were defined muscles also.
You're just muscle baby from the start.
I'm just naturally just amazing. Like I can't help it. So and like you say, like some people just mimic it like after watching it for so long. So that's why whenever I do wrestle, a lot of people do like compare me to Mercedes Moné, because that's who I idolized damn near all of my life. So I'm just every day I'm watching her matches and just studying her. So now like there's times where like I sell like her, I take moves like her, some things I do just like her. So my movements, a lot of people compare me to her now. I think because I just been watching her for so long. And yeah, that's just what happened. I just ended up staying. And like there were times where I wanted to quit. I'm not gonna lie. Like my first 3 months, it was not easy because you're coming into this world that you know nothing about. Like you watch wrestling on TV, but the indies are so different. Like for one, being a Black trans woman, you don't know how the wrestling world is gonna, you know, take you in. So that was my main concern because I had a very troubled life in school. So I was like, are these people gonna like me? Am I gonna have difficulty? But everyone was really, really nice. Yeah, like I got concussed on my first bump ever, but I still stayed because I just loved it so much, you know. Here I am.
Excellent.
Basically.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And again, once again, that will be Harvest Moon is the show that you are about to be on or was just on, depending on when you listen to this, is at IndyWrestling.us. You can catch up on that or see it live. And of course, there's a lot of Brianna Bandz all over the YouTube that we have. A lot of your matches from over the time with 880 Wrestling and everything. So you can catch up if you're just meeting Brianna Bandz for the first time.
Yes.
Here, right. So again, talk about 880 Wrestling. You come down here, obviously you got a great community up there in Brooklyn. I've been up there to wherever T2T was for like maybe it was the third Polyam Cult show. So I love the vibe up there, and that's one of the reasons I love being part of this project here at 880, because it is like that really cool vibe, that really cool punk rock, open community vibe and everything like that, that I think the city needs. Tell us a little bit. You're talking about you're doing the Greyhounds, you're making the towns, you're coming down here in carloads and stuff. You had your debut singles match with Shazzy Boat right here at 880 in Pittsburgh, New Kensington at the time. What is it that keeps you coming down here to 880 Wrestling?
The people. Like this is at 880, this is one of those places where like I just feel very, very like accepted and seen, and like, just I don't know, like a lot of times, like, yeah, I do like go to Carlos and other promotions and stuff like that, but I will always return to those places that like welcomes me with open arms. And this is one of those places, like when it comes down to the people in the back and to the people that watch and stuff like that. Like there's literally people, I'll come to 880 and I think that people like forget about me because I'm not here every week. And like there's people who remember me and like they're happy to see me again, which is like
and
weird.
There's people that want to forget about you, but we're not allowed to forget about you.
Shut up.
You keep popping up.
Anyways, as I was saying, there's people who are so happy to see me, which I'm kind of confused about because I'm like really mean to them, but they're really happy to see me.
We really like negging here in Pittsburgh apparently. So
yeah, so whatever. Yeah, that's just what keeps me going. Like just the people here, really. I just get happy to see everyone.
Excellent. Speaking of which, you do have a contentious relationship with Bradley here. We have some video evidence of this from I think this is from last month here.
This has been played like 1.5 million times. We have to play it
Speaking
again.
of the microphone, Bradley. So
No, I gotta go over here to.
what's happening for the audio people here on this Instagram loop I got here?
Well, she's slapping my shins.
Mm-hmm.
You deserve it.
I don't deserve that.
Was Amanda pointing you?
She was.
Yes, she was.
Yo,
Amanda instigating here? I'm
She
seeing
was.
this
Amanda's
point
like,
happen.
Amanda's like, you forgot something over here.
yeah. That literally, I love her so much. Like, Amanda is amazing. I kid you not.
Little instigator.
I'm going to give you guys the tea on everything, right?
Okay.
Every time I have a match, this idiot right here, he is always yelling shit. He's always calling me Jersey trash. He's always talking all this mess and like saying all this weird shit. One thing, I hate wrestling fans so much, and I'm so vocal about this, because wrestling fans, they're so ruthless online
Mm-hmm.
and in the audience. They just talk so much shit to these wrestlers like they're not even human beings.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're a jerk.
Shut up. This idiot right here thinks that he's going to come to me and bully me while I'm busting my ass in that ring to entertain his ass. He thinks he's going to talk to me like that? Absolutely not. You can't bully me. I'm the bully. So now I'm going to bully you. That's why I slap his shins every time.
And
I
that's
have
not
a
the
match.
first time.
Good. That's the purpose of it.
That's at least the fifth
So
time.
this is the deal. Whenever you come out there and say something rude, because that day before when I was making my entrance, you waited till it got very silent for you to yell at Jersey trash, and it embarrassed me. So I told you that when I'm leaving, you're going to get it. But I think you forgot. That's why you just sat there still. But yeah, that's the reason why I slapped his shins like that. And that's why I do it every time I see him.
And it hurts.
Good. That's good. That's what every wrestling
That
fan
one
on Twitter
time at
needs to
the
feel.
breweries, you just wailed all over me.
Yeah, because I lost and you were talking shit. Like, there's moments where you have to read the room a little bit, right?
Mhm,
Like, if
mhm.
someone is already so pissed off, why would you keep antagonizing them and saying shit? Like, you're literally trying to rage bait me
You're
right now.
You go out there and antagonize all of us. You call us poor.
So what? It's me who does it. It's a difference when it's me versus everyone else.
Also,
can
you're
do it.
better than everybody else. You're allowed to do things, but we're not.
Yes. Yes.
And you wonder why I say these things.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you do have a history, Bradley. I mean, there's a Ray Lynn video that was going around
Right.
again lately, which apparently was a response of you insulting Ray Lynn's quote unquote ugly dog. I mean, yeah,
He calls someone
yeah,
an ugly dog.
yeah. Well, no, the dog was like it's an
Oh.
actually dog. He didn't call Ray Lynn an ugly dog. He called Ray Lynn's dog ugly.
She's
called her
walking.
dog-
She's walking by me, and I tell her, "Raylan, your dog is ugly."
Oh, that
And-
is fighting words.
And that's when she grabbed my 8x10, which, by the way, it was of Nikita Knight, who today is known as Thea Hale.
Mhm.
Oh.
So that's one of her only indie matches before she got called up.
So this was the
And
incident
I had
in
a precious
question.
8x10.
Mhm.
And Raylan grabbed it out of my hands, rubbed it on her butt, and threw it at me.
Mhm.
Good.
And that's the video. That's what you're aiming. I've told you, it's what you're aiming for.
Mhm.
You've got 1.5 million on this, but Raylan's got 3 million.
Yeah, here
on
it
that
is. There,
one.
here's the confrontation. Ray Lynn's and Bradley's face here on the video.
Well, actually, that's
And,
after the one where I said,
and by the chance, everybody's chair has wheels at
Oh my
ringside.
What the hell?
well, that was after the match because she's yelling at me saying it's my fault, and I said, "Well, it's not my fault. Your dog's ugly."
Mhm.
And that's when she whipped me into the wall.
And he acts like he doesn't deserve it.
No,
And he plays
yeah.
victim. You see that?
Yeah, I see it. I've
Well,
been seeing it. I've been
Raylan's
seeing it
very
for
much
years.
like you. She's just someone that comes out and antagonizes everybody and is mean to everybody.
That's
But
good.
when somebody's mean back to her, I'm all upset about it.
That's a tag team we need, or a match.
Oh, I would love that.
Between
You see, people don't understand. Pets are like people's babies. You see my
Mhm.
baby?
oh,
This
look
is
at
my
that.
baby.
Look
This
at
is
it.
literally my baby. This is my child. That's
Mhm.
mommy's baby. If you ever disrespect him,
What's his name?
you're not going to know. You're not going to know.
I kind of want to know what the cat's name is. I love cats.
So it's a funny story how my cat got his name, right?
Okay.
So when we got him, he was 3 weeks old, and the lady who gave him to us said that he was a girl. Yeah, you know where this is going.
yeah.
So being that we thought he was a girl because she said he was a girl, we named him Luna. Well, I named him Luna because he's mine. And I'm like bottle feeding him and everything. He was really, really, really young, and all his siblings died. He was the only one in the litter who actually survived.
Mhm.
So I was making sure that my baby survived. Okay.
Mhm.
So then, eventually it was time for him to get neutered, and basically, long story short, the doctor's like, "Yeah, your cat's a boy."
Wrong equipment.
Yeah, wrong equipment. And like now, because he's very furry, like
Mhm.
down there.
Mhm.
So like I'm not gonna like look there, like, you know. So
You're not going to invade his personal space.
exactly, that's
Yes.
his business, not mine.
Exactly.
So like being that they shaved that area, and I'm like, oh, okay, now I see balls. Like so like, yeah, you are a boy.
Can we take care of those too?
Yeah, like can we get rid of those? Like, but he grew the hair back, so I don't see that anymore.
Okay.
But a person will tell me, "Oh, why did you just change his name?" He responds to his name already. He responds to Luna.
Luna's a nice crossover name, though, right?
I don't think so. I
no?
never heard a boy named Luna before.
Well, no, I think no. Luke is the movie from Pixar. Okay,
Yeah.
no, you're right. Okay,
So yeah, I didn't
I mean,
even.
it happens all the time. You got guys named Tracy.
Yeah,
You know,
sure.
you got guys named. I mean, it's not the same spelling, but Aaron.
mm-hmm.
yeah.
It's
So yeah, I guess
Drew.
it's possible.
I've seen both spellings of Aaron, both the E one both sides. So
mhm.
yeah, no, Luna's a fine name.
It's fine.
You
Yeah,
know?
I wasn't going to change it. Like he already responds to it. It's not worth like
Mhm.
trying to get him used to a whole.
He's
nother
not
name.
offended by it, so why should we?
Exactly. And if you have a problem with his name, mind your fucking business.
We just
okay?
appreciate his journey, just like anybody else.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Uh, Awesome. So on that note, I usually like to end the show here. I know it's kind of a weird short week, but we have you guys on that are not usually here. And if there is anybody in the chat room on this Friday afternoon, please let us know, what did you learn this week or recently in pro wrestling? So Bradley, do you have anything recently?
Crap.
You know this is what we do.
I do, but I wasn't prepared 100%. Okay. I've had a lot going on in my life, so this is hard.
Understood. It's hard to focus on the wrestling right now. I understand.
What? There's wrestling?
I know, right?
I can't say it's something I've learned, but I've had your wrestling circles are very supportive. Let's just say that.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Move on.
That is true.
It's a good. You can find a very good community in wrestling. Yes, absolutely. So,
Okay. What was the question again?
what'd you learn in wrestling? Usually we do this week, but recently, since you're just here for the first
What have I
time.
learned in wrestling?
Mhm.
I learned that people are fucking idiots and I'm amazing. I am so amazing. Like, that's what I
And she
learned.
wonders why I say these
I
things
am
about her. And
so
she says stuff like that.
Awesome. Like I watched my matches back and like I just look at myself and how I like have my entrance and how I flip my hair and like just my overall look and stuff like that. Like I'm just like, wow, you're really that bitch. Yeah, that's what I learned.
Good.
I'm
good.
just
I'm
so
glad you're
awesome.
finding the confidence and everything in
Yeah.
there. So excellent. Geez, what did I learn? I learned from commentary last night. The greatest line on Thursday Night Fights from Toddy this week was now I'm getting the bug over here, by the way. So it was if you can win a match on these ropes at 880 Wrestling, you can do well anywhere.
That is so fucking hilarious. Wait, what's wrong with the ropes?
Oh, I don't know. They were having some problems with the ropes last night. It's very slippy. And, those things are very, like, they don't catch you too well, it seems, when people climb the ropes sometimes.
Yeah, so I don't have that problem. I'm not even being conceited right now. I'm, like, actually being super real.
Okay.
Like, so, when heavier guys, like, run the ropes, how they, like, droop back
Mhm.
sometimes? I'm only, like, 105 pounds.
So you're just like, ping.
I just like, no matter how the ropes feel, I'm good. Like I'm literally fine. I could stand up there if I wanted to. So I
Mhm.
like the ropes being bad never affects me. But if you're like a bigger guy and you're hitting it, I can definitely see if it's like, yeah, that needs some work. But I'm usually always fine.
There's a difference between Brianna going off the ropes and Super Oprah going off the
Oh,
ropes.
sure.
Yes.
Oh, my God. I would
You
love
know?
Super Oprah at 880, by the way. So that needs to happen. Give me Super Oprah versus some guy named John.
Super
Just
Oprah's
put that out
made
in the
for
world.
880.
They were both on the same show last weekend, so
wow.
let's make this happen, right? But yeah, no, absolutely. So no, it was a lot of fun with that, and also learned. I also learned AEW is not stacking matches again. That show on Wednesday ended when Dynamite ended. typically you would have a Ring of Honor taping or they tape
Oh,
Collision.
wow.
They did
Okay.
the 5-year anniversary show a year ago. They're doing 6-year next week. So it was literally a year ago that they were here in Pittsburgh. And it was one they had a run over because they had like a Daniel Bryan versus somebody match. Was a Ricochet maybe? That was incredible. And then they might have recorded an hour. Maybe they're still doing Rampage at the time. And then they still recorded like several matches. We got out after midnight for that
Oh,
show.
boy.
Yeah,
Th-
I was at AEW till like 1 a.m. like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
Maybe 3. This is back when CM Punk was still there and Cody Rhodes was still there back then.
right.
I got out like damn near 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, shit. Because at first it was Dark, then it was
Mhm.
Dynamite,
Mhm.
then it was
Probably Rampage.
Rampage.
Mhm.
Oh my God.
And sometimes they'll do a Collision taping, back to back with the
I don't think they
Dynamite.
should do that. Like
It's a lot. It's a lot.
after a while, you're sick of it. And I
Mhm.
can't imagine being a talent in the back during that too.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And it's not like if you were doing like All Out was 5 hours, right?
Yeah.
But those were like baller match after baller match. They kept the energy going through
Yeah.
all of it. You're there for a different vibe.
Right.
When you're getting through that, and then you're just getting like kind of like Ring of Honor squash matches, it gets a little difficult.
Yeah.
Fans get tired.
And then they start leaving.
Mhm,
Uh-huh.
They
mhm.
start leaving.
No, absolutely. That's why you notice the lights kind of go down. Some of those
Yeah.
Ring of Honor tapings.
I don't
but
blame them
you know.
because I get a little tired of it after a while too.
it is a lot. It is a lot, especially if you don't watch Ring of Honor. You don't know who a lot of these guys are for one reason
Yeah.
or another. Which is a shame because they're very good talents.
Yeah.
There's some good stuff going on Ring of Honor. But you got to pay $10 a month to see it. Like I get it. I guess they're putting more on YouTube
Yeah.
obviously these days. And I there was a match. Hechicero was in Hologram were in a 6-man tag, and they had a sequence like just a really pure lucha, like amazing sequence. And CL was with us, and he's not watching. I don't think he watches AEW in the regular. And he just like it just like blew his mind to see
Yeah.
whatever they just did. I'm just like, bro, you need to watch some Ring of Honor. They do like CMLL stuff all the time, and it's great. I
Wow.
love it. I'm like, I don't know who this mask guy is, but let's go.
Right.
It's like kind of my vibe with it. So, but yeah. Brianna, thank you so much for joining us. You're all over social media.
Yes.
You're on 880 Wrestling, typically at least once a month here at this
Yeah.
stage and everything. So thank you so much. Where can people find you online?
You can find me at It's Brianna Bandz on Instagram and on Twitter. That's basically it. I'm
There
not
you
on
go.
TikTok.
All over the place. A lot of great videos out there. And you're making the towns. You're getting around in your young career, and it's good to see. You got a good vibe.
Thank
And
you.
except when you're yelling at Bradley, well, that's a good vibe in general. But
Exactly.
but,
No one likes him anyways.
Yes.
Hey,
It's true. So yes, thank you so much for having me. You're distracting me. Can you sit over there?
why do I have to sit over
I don't
there?
want you over here when I'm talking.
Oh, okay. He's over there.
Your
He's
water
off
bottle and
camera.
your phone is here too.
There
Take
you
it.
go. Okay. There you go.
Okay.
Well, he's over there. I don't know if you want to sit on that table. That's a little sketch, but okay. That's a little.
See, he can't do
something.
anything right.
He's
You
over
sit-
there.
It's a chair right there. You sit on the table.
All right. Well, there's a.
Anyways,
There's Bradley. There's Bradley hanging
You
out
see-
over there. I
yeah.
can't even see him past the light. Okay.
it's fine. We don't need to
That's
see him.
fine. That's fine. All right. Thank you so much again. We will be back here the second week. The first Tuesday in September. We'll be back live. So please bear with us with their weird schedules, and please go check out if you haven't yet. If you're catching us later, the replay will be up for 880 Wrestling's MV Young's. 880 Wrestling's MV Young's is 880 presents MV Young's Harvest Moon. Just look for that
Yes.
under the 880 banner. So. Wait, what are you doing?
Shut up.
Shut up, Bradley.
Oh my God.
Jeez, what the hell? I don't even know what that was.
Right.
Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you guys next time. Watch more wrestling. Mayhem out.
Bye. Rock.
Just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Do what you
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.